and then it works.
Yay!
Okay, 5 minutes early. Well, hello everyone watching this later because nobody's in the room yet. Let's go ahead and turn on. There we go. Turned on chats. Okay. The Gateway Fair, formerly the Columbia County Fair in Lake City, Florida, has just closed, and so we are starting Toon Squad live stream number 29. Hello, oh, we got a few people already in here. Hello, hello. And Troll 2009 lives in Live Oak. Just a 45-minute drive from here.
Yep.
And so she wanted to come out and kind of hang tonight and join in with the live stream. So everybody say hello to Troll 2009.
Hi.
Or it's 9002.
9002.
Troll 9002, the guest of tonight's live stream. Since we're walking back, we might as well show you guys a few things from out here. We've got camel rides. I mean, they just took the saddle off, so you can't see that. But that's the camel ride. Let me turn the camera around so I can zoom in on it. Oh, you can't really zoom while you're live streaming. Okay, but you guys see it. There the camel is. I think it's Clive the camel. It's a really good-natured camel. Gets along with the kids and everything. Oh, look at this. They're letting some kids pet it right now. It's up against the fence, letting the kids pet it. All right. Yeah. Oh, just walked away from the fence. Forget you guys. We're done. My shift is over. And something I'm wanting to put into a upcoming vlog is there's a bird enclosure right here, and it's mostly the tiny little budgie birds, and you get some bird seed on a stick, and you can walk in there and they land on you and eat it. So they land on your arms and stuff. That's right there. So they've got, it's like an airlock here. You go through one fence and gate, and then you let it close, and then you open the next one. That way the birds can't get out as you go in. But oh, looks like they must have just filled up this feeder right here, because they're all kind of gathered around right there. But I've done it before. It's a surreal experience. Yes, Troll. I know you're afraid of birds. Even the cute little budgies like this. Somehow still afraid of those. Troll, no need to chat in the text. You can just say it. You just say it. You're right here in person.
Ew! They can hear me.
They can, yeah. She's afraid of birds because of a traumatic experience when you were about 7 years old. I think she told me, was it about 7? Walking the dogs at a lake, and some rather aggressive ducks pinched her.
Chased me.
They got to chasing and pinching her. And so we're coming up to the food truck alley right here. That's what I'm calling it. But these guys, they have the smoothie booth, then the grill, and then the Tex-Mex right next to that, where they sell the walking tacos and the taco salads, all owned by the same family. And they have actually been on the Food Network before. They were on the Food Network actually for their smoothies. For this thing right here, this pineapple creation that they kind of came up with, that was featured on Food Network. So, yeah. Good friends. And they have something called the mangonada out here. It's a mango smoothie with chili powder added to it. Doesn't sound like the two flavors would go together, but they do. It's very good. Anyway, you're monitoring the chat there?
See,
How many people do you see in the room right now?
14.
14. Okay. They're kind of arriving. They're not used to me starting early, is what it is.
Right? Early on time? What's with that?
Early and on time this time. Okay, what did you write here? We had a pet parakeet that did not have its wings clipped, so it got out of the cage and would swoop and peck. Yeah, okay.
And those are in that same family. Ew!
A parakeet that would swoop at you and peck.
Good. And if you tried to put it back in the cage, it would attack your hands.
It doesn't sound like a very pleasant pet at all.
It was an adoption.
An adoption. Okay, so now we're coming up on... I can't do a whole lot of videos from my booth. My booth is right there. Right next to it, all the rides, and they play copyrighted music all day. But this one's really cool. See how that part right up there has got a few seats on it, and then again down here, and the whole thing just swings. Oof, oof. They're calling it on the website. They're calling it their $1 million ride, because I don't think they've got a Ferris wheel this year, so they needed something big like this to kind of make up for it. It actually kind of makes me want to get on there and ride it, and I don't say that often. Here's the root beer truck. You guys might remember them from the Dixie Classic Fair in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So they are here now as well. And I had 2 floats today from them. It's very classic. I bought one myself, and then Danielle got here and didn't know I'd already bought one.
It was me.
And bought me another one. Oh darn, I get another root beer float?
Yes, he was heartbroken.
Pity me. Right? How am I gonna survive?
24 in chat.
Somebody's saying taters. Are you getting taters?
No.
You're not getting any taters? Okay. Maybe it's just their connection then. Alright. We've got some more. The maintenance guys are kind of messing with the food people. Hey guys. It's a local business, and when I saw Buttman's, I of course thought of that skit from In Living Color, the Buttmans. The Wayans brothers had the whole family where their forehead looked like butts, like a butt crack in their forehead. Yeah. And they even had like a dinner scene where they were like, oh, butt steak. Just put that between a couple of buns and I'm a happy guy. I was like, okay, I gotta get me a, what do they call it, a butt on a bun from Buttman's. Buttman's Catering and Seasoning. Kind of an odd name for a food truck. But whatever, it works. It makes you remember it. You don't forget it, that's for darn certain. There's that Buttman's again. Hello. I always forget if it's Carrie, right? Jesus loves you, K.
Carrie.
I got it right. Okay. Dan the Mountain Man and Carrie is here. Always like to hear from you guys.
Karen's here. Roxy Foxy.
Roxy Foxy.
Kevin.
Awesome. Well, let's have a seat over here on the bench, and we'll put the camera or the cell phone in the stand here and continue on with the live stream. Somebody left half of a pizza just sitting here. Kind of makes me want to try and eat it, but what do you think? Should we try to eat it?
Don't do that in Florida.
Don't
do that
really?
in Florida.
What's the difference between eating bench pizza in Florida as compared to anywhere else?
This is my state. Don't do it.
Don't do it. What do you guys think? Should we try eating the bench pizza?
Don't you put a we in there.
Or should I try eating the bench pizza?
Birds will eat it. I like that point.
The birds will eat it. There you go. Well, We got some good lighting over here, so I'm just going to sit down right here. All right. No, it's flu season. Oh, she makes a good point.
That's Karen.
Karen makes a good point here. All right, don't eat bench pizza when it's flu. I would venture to say it's not a good idea to eat bench pizza anytime. It doesn't have to be flu season. Oh, here we go. That's the root beer float, guys, or couple. No, she's throwing away my bench pizza.
Ew.
She threw away my bench pizza.
It was me.
Anyway, that couple that does the root beer truck, they always have clean pressed uniforms like that, the striped uniforms, and they come out here in that little truck. It's like it's part of the show. It's really cute. I like it. What do you think? They think?
They're cute.
They are very cute.
That's where we got the floats from.
Uh-huh. Everything floats down here.
I got a good job from Karen.
What's that? Oh, yeah? Karen says, good job for getting rid of that pizza before I eat it.
That's right.
You know how much I like freebies. I'll eat a bench pizza if I want to.
I don't know if you gave enough for his catnip yet.
Oh, no, I haven't given him his catnip yet. It's still in the refrigerator. All right, I'm putting it in the stand now. What is behind me here? What is people going to be looking at? It's
advertising.
Advertising for a local martial arts dojo. All right. This is not a real tall tripod. That's about as high as it gets. So we've kind of got that under and up the nose shot going on here. Let me see if I can extend it a little bit further. Oh, well that didn't look good. All right. There we go. There. Okay, that got another little bit there, a little 3 or 4 inches. That's not too bad. Yeah. Still kind of an up the nose shot, but I think we can work with it. Let's try to get both of us in here. There we go. Okay. And I'm also going to go, you entertain them for a second. I am going to go get the rest of that root beer float so I can drink that too.
Y'all want me to make faces or what? I don't have any strange food to try. I didn't bring him any either. Mary Poppins bag's out. So what's going on with you guys? How was your week? Bear's been okay. He's had rain. It's rained here. It rained pretty good yesterday, but picked up. And then it rained this morning, and I guess it was slow, but then it picked up just before it ended. I know it. Actually, the pizza's that way. We went that way, so we're good. I'd have tripped him if he went that way. No, I don't, and he doesn't usually have time.
This is all that's left of the root beer float now. It's completely melted.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
How are you? Hey, Anthony walked a whole mile today while playing Pokemon Go.
Well, that's one positive thing about Pokemon Go. Keeps him active. Oh, that tastes so good.
It's melted, too.
I love that. Even melted, it's awesome.
That's right.
Anyway, guys, you know it's only going to be a matter of time before they tell me they want to see Nestor.
Well, yeah, that's a moral imperative.
What are we up to now? We're already at about 15 minutes. 34 people in the room.
All right, guys.
There we go. Doing good.
Our old tutor wants to know when would you guys be ready to have a pork chop sandwich?
You mean the Buttman's pork chop sandwich? The Buttman's.
I'm not mature enough for that.
A pork chop. I'm trying to think of what he might be referring to. A pork chop sandwich.
Yes, Karen demands the superstar. We all know who that is.
Oh right.
Karen demands it.
There was a pork chop sandwich that was featured in a couple of my episodes, and it was from Snappy Lunch down in Mount Airy, North Carolina. That might be what he's referring to. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Yes, please. This right here.
Hey, Roy and Maria are here.
That's the iron transfer lady that does all the sweatshirts. She goes and gets her van every night and
Hey,
parks it back here, sleeps in it, and then moves it back to the parking area. So she saves like $150 because she doesn't have to pay for a camper lot. So kind of smart, really. What out here is all wild.
He's a wild man. Don't let him fool you.
Yay, Snappy Lunch! Oh, Don is here. Awesome. Who else did you say was here?
Roy and Maria.
Roy and Maria! Hey, guys! You know what? I actually got so paranoid. I got so paranoid at somebody finding or seeing the episode where you gave me those video games and then coming and finding my truck and stealing them out of the back of my truck. I was actually so paranoid about that I locked those boxes in the cab of the truck and put blanket over top of them so you can't see them. So every time I use my truck now, I gotta pull them out of the cab and put them in the back of the truck. But I don't know. I mean, I don't want them to go missing.
They won't.
I don't want them to go missing.
Are you kidding? With the youth of today, they probably don't even know what they are.
Well, I'm not really worried about there's some creepy people on YouTube.
There's creepy people in Florida too.
Yeah.
Look, there's one sitting next to you.
People that leave a whole half of a pepperoni pizza sitting on a bench.
Well, they were thinking of the birds.
They could have been.
You're not a bird. You can't eat it.
I can't eat it. You're probably thinking of the birds too, going, ooh, birds.
Yeah, they're coming for me.
The birds. I can't stand the birds. Ashley has before a few years ago actually rode the swing rides. Oh, are they asking about me riding the rides?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Carrie was asking if you ride the rides.
I don't typically because I'm really most fair rides are very spinny.
Oh.
Are very spinny because they have to fit on the back of a flatbed and they have to fit in a small space. So everything is very spinny, and I don't handle the spinny very well.
Yeah, me either.
I can do it one time, but even then it takes me like the rest of the day to kind of recover from it. So I like to ride zip lines when I see zip lines. I do like those. Love zip lines.
Roxy Foxy wants to know if you get food discount at the fair.
Yes, I do actually. It really depends on the food truck owners, because they see this, they know I'm working here. Some of them will say, well, for you it's $5 and for everybody else it's $7. So, I mean, like this place right over here actually gave me a pizza slice for $1 off. This Tex-Mex place over here will give me a couple bucks off when I eat there. But most of the places down here, like the ones that are big and flashy, they're going to charge me full price. They got a lot of stuff to pay for. The big Polish sausage place over here they don't care. Oh.
Well, now you know.
She saw the live meetup on the Smokies Lister's Mate. Okay.
No, I was there. I was there for that bird attack.
She was actually there.
I was there.
And she was at the bird attack, and she was like all hunched over like this. And then the bird actually started looking at her. Because we all moved away, and she's over there frozen up. She's frozen, like.
I didn't know what to do.
And the bird's looking at her, and we're like, we actually said, Danielle, come over here, get away from it, come over here.
Too. He's like, that bird is after blood. And it's like, great, it's looking at me.
I thought about you in the winter sitting in your chair. Wanted you to be warm. I have an electric blanket. I have an electric blanket I have used on occasion. I also have a radiant heater that I'll use on occasion. But I don't do a whole lot of winter shows. Once it hits the 1st of January, I head down to the middle of Florida. And that's where I spend my first quarter.
Psycho bird indeed.
I do the snowbird routes. January, February, and March, and half of May, I am in Florida. Boy, did they get some sales tax out of me on that quarter. Whew, my goodness. When I report my sales tax the first quarter in Florida, they're just like, oh, thank you very much.
Cha-ching!
Cha-ching! Georgia does on the second quarter, though.
Oh, well, there you go. You gotta spread the wealth.
I gotta spread the wealth. Wow. My favorite Florida place to visit. Oh, goodness. You guys are going to think I'm crazy.
He's crazy.
I absolutely love Sebring, Florida. I love Sebring. But if you look at, like, list of bad places in Florida, Sebring is, like, it's on the lowest income places in Florida. That might be why I like it so much. But I love Sebring, Florida. It's got Highland Hammock State Park. It's got a giant lake that the city kind of wraps around. There's outlet places, a lot of like open air flea market kind of things. It's a little fair, but for some reason, for this little town in the middle of Florida, they've got a really active 4-H club. So you've got all these like down home, salt of the earth people that come out to it. They're really polite, really nice. I love Sebring. One of my favorite places in Florida. I like quiet little small towns. That's just me. I mean, my favorite state to work in is Indiana, so.
That's because that's where you can catch fish. That's where the fish are.
That's where the fish are.
Not the birds, the fish.
I will say also, I love St. Pete. St. Pete has got some state parks out there. I think it's called Fort DeSoto. I'm pretty sure it's called Fort DeSoto State Park. If you go out there to the river, and it's not a real crowded park because not a lot of people know about it yet, you can buy a spot for like $25 a night, and if you go out at the right times, you can actually see manatees swimming around. And
hey BTD.
It's a fantastic little place. I love St. Pete, Florida too.
How's Rhonda?
I'll see if I can find a copy of the birds somewhere on YouTube and see if you can show it on the group page. Or
I'll see it through my eyelids.
That's not really something for my Facebook group. I don't do horror. Even Hitchcockian horror is still.
Come on down, Beth.
Still not the speed that we're looking for.
Because they actually have manatees that swim in the springs around here too.
Yeah.
I think when it gets warmer.
Like the because actually manatees, even though you do see them in the ocean a lot, they love fresh water. So they try to find freshwater feeder rivers, like the Suwannee River is a good one.
Rhonda.
And they swim up, and they actually like to find the freshwater springs that spring up underneath the river.
Yep, they like the Itchnatuckney.
They love fresh water. I've actually heard of people that live close to rivers taking their garden hose and putting it in the river, and then manatees swimming up and drinking out of the hose because it's nice, clean, fresh water.
Sea cows.
If you want to go into a the Gaslight Festival next year, you need to application go. Oh my goodness, they really want it early.
Bonnie. Yeah, well, they like to get their stuff organized, I guess.
Wow, Kentucky is a little more on the ball than I thought. Okay, thank you for letting me know that. I'll have to get on that. At the Crystal River Power Plant, I've heard of a power plant around St. Pete that
My
has
brother
that.
works there.
Really?
Yes.
And they do have manatees that swim up there for the warm water coming out of the power plant?
Yep.
I've heard that they can group up to almost like hundreds of them.
Yeah, they do.
Really? They get like the big Velcro ball and everything? They like
No.
stick together and roll around? I've heard they do that.
No.
You've never heard that?
No.
Oh, come on. I think it has to be like the right time of year for that.
Probably.
But yeah, there's sometimes I've heard. Well, this was on a TV show called River Monsters on Discovery. River Monsters on Discovery, and it was a guy that would go around to stories of actual monsters like lake monsters or river monsters, and he would look at the video, and he said a lot of river monsters are actually giant balls of manatees that kind of get stuck together and they roll around. And when their fin comes out of the water, sometimes the fin will be all tore up because it's been hit by a motorboat blade and then healed up, so it looks kind of like a monster fin. And it'll stick out of the water, as these big balls of manatees will roll around, and people see it and they think sea monster.
Hi, Melissa.
They're real.
But city folk call catfish river shark. I kid you not. They call them river sharks.
Have you actually heard somebody call them river sharks?
Dude, you know where I work. River sharks.
They don't even have teeth.
It doesn't matter. They're river sharks.
They're barely shaped like a shark. I mean, I can kind of see where you might think that because they kind of have that little bit like on the back end.
They don't have a dorsal fin though.
They don't even have a dorsal fin. They've got a fin that's like will spine you if you grab it the wrong way.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, river sharks.
How many people we got now?
38.
All right. One little announcement, guys. Little announcement. I think you guys might be happy about. This is a maybe now. This is a maybe. Dockside Dave and Pete in St. Pete and Dockside Dave's in St. Pete. My favorite place to eat. You know where I go when I'm out there? Skyway Jack's. Oh my goodness. But I'm going to have to look at that one too. What was it called? It was something Dave's?
Pressure me, why don't you?
Yeah.
Dockside Dave's.
Dockside Dave's. Okay. I'm going to have to try to remember that. I really should bring a notebook to these so I can write stuff down.
Well, you can always rewatch the live chat.
Oh, that's true. I can. Dockside Dave's. We'll have to give that a try. I'll try to get Lo to go out there with me. No, wait a minute. Lo might not be there this year.
No way.
Yeah, she might not be at Manatee because Manatee County Fair performed so poorly this year now. That she's actually wanting to go to Arizona during that time of year.
Ooh, she's gonna melt. She gonna melt.
Anyway.
My cousin melts out there. She gonna melt.
Here's the kind of big maybe announcement. I got in touch with the organizer that's in charge of the Christmas Village in Sevierville, Tennessee, and that is the village that's right at the end of the drive-through Christmas light display. And I asked him if they had a caricature artist, and if and if not, do they have a spot available? And he said yes. They are still working on organizing it. They don't have a caricature artist yet, and yes, there is a spot still available. So then I sent him pictures and a link to the website and the YouTube channel, and a little synopsis of the different experience that I have, and some pictures of examples of my artwork. And I sent it to him. I gave him about an hour, then called him back and said, "Did you get them?" And he said yes. And then he said, "You have to give me a few days to give you an answer." And that was like Thursday of last week. So I'm going to call him tomorrow. Tomorrow at, I don't know, somewhere around 10 o'clock in the morning. And I'm going to try to get a concrete answer. But that does mean that there is a slight chance I might actually be working in Florida, in Tennessee, at home during the holidays. And I know a lot of you guys are kind of around that area. And if I get this spot in Sevierville, that means I'll be consistently at the same booth for like 4 or 5 weeks.
Woo!
So to give you guys a big window to be able to come out and find me and get a picture done. So it's a positive thing all the way around. It'll put me with family during the holidays. I'll be able to work on my cabin. You guys will be able to find me easier. And it's going to be cheaper, probably cheaper than the Bristol Speedway and Lights. Because instead of asking for a lump sum, they just want 15% of everything I make. So that means if I don't make a lot, I don't pay a lot. So it's going to be a win-win. Any way you look at it, it's a win-win. If he actually decides to let me in. So I don't know why I'm talking about this. I'm kind of excited about it. But what's the British tea drinker saying? It went past too quick.
He wants to know if you've ever done the Doyle Lawson Bluegrass Festival. If not, you need to. It's on the 1st
Doyle?
of May every year in Denton, North Carolina.
The 1st of May? 1st of May is always the Shrimp Festival. Shrimp Festival
Fernandina.
in Fernandina. That one is always that's my longest running festival, so I can't really give that one up. But I would have loved to have done the Bluegrass Festival though. Sorry.
Bluegrass rocks.
Bluegrass is awesome. Anyway, guys, so I guess all I'm saying is I'm not telling you guys to contact them and pester them and say, please let Ashley in, because I don't think that would help if you did that. I don't think that's going to help. I will say, just like say a prayer and you know, that I get in. I really want to get that spot. That's all I'm saying. So, but if I do get it, I will make a little video tomorrow making an announcement that I made it in, and I'll put the video on the Facebook group. I'll put it on the Facebook group. So I'll make a little video announcing whether or not I got in, and I'll put that on the Facebook group tomorrow.
You definitely have to put it on YouTube also, because a lot of your YouTubers don't have Facebook. So.
Okay, I'll have to do that.
So just put it on YouTube.
Yeah, I'll just put it on YouTube, and then we'll just link it to the Facebook group.
Exactly, Pamela.
Yeah.
Melissa loves your Angry Birds t-shirt.
Yeah, I saw that. This is kind of vintage now. It's been so long since Angry Birds sold a lot of their merchandise.
Yeah, since the last movie, right?
Angry Birds 2, they didn't start selling stuff like this after that. They just started selling stuff that was for the characters that were in the movie.
I know where you got that shirt.
Where?
You got it from a Walmart.
Oh, I'll bet I did.
We used to carry those.
But the first Angry Birds movie, I've actually rewatched that one like 20 times. That's one of my favorite movies. I love that movie. I know somebody that's kind of a cinema snob actually loves a movie that got terrible reviews. I love that movie. Freaking love that movie. Because I relate to Red. Because Red is like this social outcast, and he sees all the other birds like, why do you behave this way? I don't get it. He's like the only person to him, he makes sense, and he's like in a world where everybody else doesn't make sense.
See, and if you ever play the game, Red is the most useless bird in the whole game.
Really?
Oh yeah, he does the least amount of damage to anything.
Huh. And but I really like that he moved his house outside the city, and he got in trouble and had to go to anger management, and he's like, oh, pluck my life. Love that movie. One day I'm going to make Red's house. Because that was in the second movie too. That was a really, really cool looking house. You know the one I'm talking about?
Huh?
It looks like a big white adobe clay house with steps that go all the way up to the roof. And it's got 2 floors on it, and one floor is the sleeping loft, and the other floor has got like his window and his little workshop underneath there. And he's got a little koi pond that flows out the door. It's so cool. Love that little house. I'm gonna make it one day.
He's gonna have a koi pond in his cabin soon. Y'all watch.
No, we're not. We're not doing the koi pond inside the cabin. No.
Randy wants to know if you have room next to your cabin. He'll put a cabin next to it.
You'd have to tell. You have to get permission from my parents.
Bob, we're in Lake City, Florida.
The property. We're in Lake City, Florida currently.
We're at the Gateway City Fair, formerly known as
Columbia County Fair.
There you go.
That's right. And when I came in and I saw them throwing away the Columbia County signs, I was kind of like, oh, the end of an era. Why did they change the name? Seems like a lot of hassle for nothing.
Gateway City.
So?
You said it once in one of your vlogs. You have to go through Lake City if you're going.
That's true. It is called the Gateway to Florida. Right. Because if you're going down 75 into Florida, you have to go through Lake City. So they call it the Gateway City. BTD has to go. He's leaving. Thank you, BTD. It's always good to see you here.
Good night, BTD.
Love to see you here. And thanks for coming in and joining in as long as you were able to.
Oh, good night, Rhonda.
We got some people signing out now.
Well, BTD goes.
What are we down? Oh, we're all the way down to, well, up to 42.
Yes, sir.
That's a new record. Well, actually, 42 was the last record, so we've tied the last record. We're getting close to it.
Hey, we're getting people.
You know what 42 is, don't you guys? That's the meaning of life, the universe, and everything.
Or the number after 41 and the one before 43.
Speaking of fairs, Ashley, did you see that the Dixie Classic Fair is going to change to the Carolina Classic Fair next year? There was a lot of talk that they were going to do that. I thought that they were going to shoot it down, but there's a lot of people who don't want it changed. And there's the people that do want it changed are a very loud and forceful group, so they'll probably get it changed. It doesn't really matter, though, honestly, guys. It's going to be the same fair in the same place at the same time of year. It doesn't matter. It's going to be the same thing, but whatever. Yes, I did hear about that. I'm going to, for 6 a.m. early, hate Mondays, but love you guys. Good night, Ashley and Danielle and all y'all chat.
Night, Rhonda.
Thank you so much.
Sleep well.
Thanks for coming in. So now it's going down.
Yeah, 37.
So we tied our record night. The last time I got up to 42 was when
Kendra!
Was when everybody was checking on Nestor because Nestor was
sick. Oh,
sick.
you didn't show Karen Nestor yet. You have not shown your star.
Is Karen about to leave?
No, I don't think so.
Kendra's about to leave.
No, Kendra just got here.
Kendra just said goodnight, everybody.
Kendra, you're leaving me?
How could you come in and then just leave so quick?
How dare you? Yay! So there you go, Beth Hammer.
All right, yeah, let's stand up and do a little bit. We'll go over and see Nestor. But yay. I also kind of want to show off your outfit.
Oh my!
Let's do that. All right, I'm gonna take the phone out of the stand. All right, let's do this.
Hello.
Hold on, I'm turning the camera around.
Don't
okay.
Do that, it's a trap.
Danielle's outfit. Here, turn your head so they can see the flashing earrings. And they're not just sparkly; they've actually got little light ups in them, got little diodes, LEDs in the earrings. And then the hair bow is pumpkin and orange with a jack-o'-lantern in it. The what's this called? A shawl?
Yeah.
Is a bat with the wings over her arm, so you could actually make the bat flap its wings. Go ahead and flap. They make the bat flap its wings. You've got the little tassels there.
Come on.
Right, okay, and the necklace it's like a little rhinestone, like a dark navy blue rhinestone. And then the tights are pumpkin tights.
They match my bow. So
we've got the jack-o'-lantern theme there, and then again on the top, so they match. So that's Danielle's outfit.
And then your classic Florida footwear, flops.
Yeah, flip-flops. So, ta-da! Say, I'm trying to remember, what did you wear on this night last? You had like a tutu, like it was like a green and black tutu, wasn't it?
That was Thursday.
Oh, it wasn't on the same night.
It was.
But you also had a clockwork fairy too, right? That's a steampunk fairy. Steampunk fairy. That was on Halloween Day.
Yeah, that was Halloween Day.
Right.
And then probably this night last year I had the bone shawl.
The bone shawl.
Mhm.
It was like the plastic bones, right?
I told you it was. The doctor said I was bony.
I don't remember that.
I was feeling bony.
Yeah.
Y'all don't remember? Just watch the vlogs from last year.
Did I put it on the vlog?
You did.
I probably did.
Yes, because that's when I told the story about the
about the
dealer.
the guy that was trying to rip you off by telling you there was condensation in your brake line.
Yep.
And you were like, how can condensation get into a pressurized sealed brake line?
Exactly. I undressed him right there.
He was just kind of like,
In the lobby in front of 200
no,
guys, and I was
somebody
so proud.
actually called me out and knows what they're talking about.
I was so proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, right, Dan.
All right, so we are opening the camper to get a look at the true star of the show.
Nestor!
There he is. Hello, everyone. Nestor, everybody kind of wants to see how you're doing. It's nighttime, so he's going to try to jump out. He's very nocturnal.
Like
During the day, when there's a bunch of noise and everything going on, he doesn't really try to jump out. But right now, this is his time. He wants to get out and creep through the ever-concealing dark shadows. But as you guys can see by just how wiry and misbehaving he is, he's doing just fine. There he goes. He's scratching his favorite scratching post. He's going to scratch all the way through that table leg at some point. Okay, now I'm going to drink some. I'm going to pretend like I'm about to drink some water. Then I'm going to try to jump out. Yep, there he goes. Nope, you behave yourself. All right, let's close this up so he doesn't escape.
Oh. Hey, at least he didn't yell at you.
Yeah, usually he'll like make eye contact and start meowing at me as I close the door like, are you gonna leave me here alone? Oh wait, he knows he can go out to his catio and still look at me.
That's right. Give the evil eye.
There he is. Well, you can't really see him, it's too dark, but he's in his catio. Here he's... Oh, okay, we got a light.
Hey, Nestor.
Now he's in his catio.
It's like, pet me, or else.
Yeah, there's his pet door. He jumps out the back and comes out here to the catio. He's got grass at this spot, nice flat area. And once again, guys, we have the kennel locked on the back of the camper, so nobody can pull it loose and get him out. So there you go. Nestor is doing just fine. He's just as bratty and bow-legged as ever.
Of course.
What that? He doesn't know your smell, I guess.
That's new. Hey, this thing smells like dog. Get it away from me. I'm sorry, kid. We're a doghouse.
Oh, what about the herbs? They're still in the fridge. They're still in the fridge. We'll get to that point where we'll put those into a toy so he can play with it. Okay, we're at 43 minutes, for almost 44 minutes. About time to start saying our goodbyes.
You still got 38 people.
Do I? Okay.
You do.
A lot of people are still kind of signing out. So I think it's about time for us to start saying our goodbyes. We've gone through the announcements, got caught up with everybody, chatted a little bit, let everybody see Nestor. I think that's pretty much the checklist, right?
Yep.
We can do a little more walk around here.
What are you, how many subscribers away from 1,000?
Oh, I didn't talk about that, did I?
No, you did.
35 subscribers away from 1,000, guys. Only 35. Let's make it happen. Let's get there.
And we got 123 people in the Facebook group.
120. What? Last I checked, there was 113.
123.
100. We got another 10. Wow, I
100.
wonder when that happened. Huh. 123 people in the Facebook group. Only 35 away from hitting 1,000, guys. We're gonna get there. My goal was before the end of the year. Now my goal is more like, you know, well, more just thinking about what can I do to commemorate the 1,000 mark. What special thing can I do? What are you laughing about?
Nothing. Nothing.
What
Not
did you do?
laughing.
Okay. Yeah, last time I asked you guys, a lot of people said they wanted a big meetup. I guess if I'm spending the Christmas season in Tennessee, a big meetup might be a possible thing to do.
Could be.
We could do that.
But
The big 1K Ash Tunes meetup. What do you guys think? Tell me what you think. I punished her. No, took her phone. She asked if she could check Snapchat.
what?
What is that? Did somebody get their phone taken away?
Oh, mercy, Kendra.
What happened?
Apparently, her daughter took all the labels off her cans.
Oh, as like a retaliation for having her phone
Oh
confiscated?
my gosh. No, that's why you took away her phone, was she took all the labels off your cans?
Oh my
Why
goodness.
would she do that?
Well,
Kendra, what kind of kid?
this is the interesting story going on right now.
Wow.
We've got the piano man is playing down there, so we got to get far enough away from that. I won't get us
Oh,
straight.
copyright.
Hopefully that didn't pick it up. Did you guys hear that? It was kind of off in the distance. I'm hoping y'all didn't hear it. Did that to a buddy of mine. Mystery Can Mills. Oh,
sounds
Bulldog
like
is here.
fun.
Pitbull is here.
Hey,
Pitbull. Hey, Pitbull. Hello, Mr. Ashtoons and Miss Troll. Have you been here for a while, or are you just now getting here, Pitbull?
Kendra, you can donate those cans.
That's true. You can give them to a food pantry. I'm sure they would take it. Misfits and Dreamers is here.
Bob and Bunny. Actually, they've been here for a while.
Oh, have they? Okay.
Yes.
Kendra, now you can do live stream. Guess what? Guess what's in the can?
Ah, there you go.
I would watch that. I would totally watch that. Kendra.
Bob, that wouldn't be a good idea, because then she'd be taking the labels off the cans for life.
Yeah. It's like, I'm going to get YouTube famous for taking these labels off these cans. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups now. That one made me laugh so hard. I'm just imagining a live stream. What is in this can? Whatever's in here, we have to eat it.
Yes, if we open it, you are eating it.
If we open it, you're going to have to eat it. It could be green beans. It could be yams. It could be asparagus spears. We don't know. We're going to eat it, though, whatever it is.
Oh, Pitbull's just got in here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Pitbull. We're right at the end. But thank you, Pitbull, for all of your nice comments. I've noticed that you comment on a pretty regular basis on just about every video, and I just want to say thank you very much for that. Always nice to have some good activity down in the comment section.
Kendra.
Fine
I'm
corn,
so
I
sorry.
was adding a day for the... Let her pick a can a day, and well, that's supposed to be supper for the day. Make a whole series of live streams out of this. What's she gonna pick today?
Like what? Yeah, what's she gonna eat today?
Well, it's tomato paste. What are you gonna do with tomato paste?
You gonna eat it?
You're gonna have to eat it. You got to heat up some noodles or something
Yes,
and put it
ma'am,
on
I
there.
did.
Oh. Oh man, this is one of the funniest things that's happened in my live stream. Now I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna have to do a live stream of cans without labels.
Kendra, can of dog food, Bob said.
Can of dog food.
Ooh.
Uh,
Y'all are gonna kill him.
Throw in, like, purposely take the label off of a can of dog food and
add
just
it in there.
and just add it in there and don't tell her you
Now
did
you're
it.
playing can roulette.
Like, put it on a lazy Susan and swing. They put on a lazy Susan and just go round and round it goes. Where it stops nobody knows. Oh my word. Can you give your channel a heart or comments on your videos, or do you have to get 1,000 first? I don't know. You can comment on the videos. You can comment on the videos. I don't know about the hearts.
Hey, Mark-a-Lot.
You can give thumbs up to any video you want, though. That's
Yeah.
kind of like a heart. I appreciate every single thumbs up. There's that. Wow. Well, I've been consistently getting 2 thumbs down on every video.
Uh-oh.
All the way up until I did the video about the cat sanctuary. After that, the thumbs down stopped.
Well, how can you give that a thumbs down?
Well, you can't. Well, I mean, I kind of figured they could pick it up again and start giving thumbs down after that. But maybe they just got bored with giving all the thumbs down. Whatever.
Well, didn't you say you recently lost 2 subscribers?
That's true. Maybe they finally left.
Maybe they gave up.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. 2 thumbs up. Can you give out hearts? Do you know anything about that?
You can. We can't.
I can.
Yes. You can heart a comment.
Oh, that's right. Do I have unlimited hearts on comments?
Mm-hmm. You can only do 1 heart per comment.
Oh. I thought I could only give 1 heart per video.
Mm-mm.
I can give more than 1 heart per video?
Per comment. It's all about the comments.
I didn't know that.
I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show ya.
Thought everyone would appreciate the good laugh. Yes,
You bet,
was
Kendra.
that was a great story, Kendra. Anytime you want to come in and tell a story like that, we're all up for it. Yes, that's great. Thank you. That was a good laugh.
Hey, buddy. We saw a clone of your dog today. He was a service animal in training. The Australian Shepherd.
The Aussie, yeah, yeah. He had like these piercing yellow eyes too.
Yes.
It's like he would look at you right in the eye. He'd make eye contact.
But he's much cuter. He was much cuter.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and start saying our goodbyes. I think we're pretty much done. This is the booth right here that sells all the inflatable toys. Right here. It's right next to the place that sells the terrible pizza. There's my booth right there. Jewelry booth. Iron transfer sweatshirts here. Airbrush t-shirts. Best stuff is made inside this tent though, right here. No stencil. It's all individually done. According to whatever you look like. Ah, Dan the Mountain Man is leaving. When Dan's leaving, you know it's rolling. It's coming to an end.
Good night, Dan.
Love you, Dan. You're awesome.
Oh, good night, D.A. Painter. Good night, William. Good night,
Food Truck Alley. Can't walk down there because, like I said, they're playing some copyrighted music right now. Yeah. This is, you know what, guys? I have not been into the rides area yet. If that was all lit up, you'd see that's like rides all up in there. I think I'm going to do the whole GoPro ride around video through there and chop it down to just a few minutes, just to do a ride through there before things open. Because those always seem to come out pretty cool. What do you think, Danielle? Do you like the bike riding videos?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
And if you guys didn't know, that little sports camera that I use, she gave it to me. Still hasn't said how much she paid for it.
I'll never admit it. I got a bro discount.
She said she got it for really cheap, though, so.
I can't reveal my sources.
Yeah.
If I reveal my sources, they'll know.
But you have Danielle to thank for, or Troll 9002.
Whatever.
To thank for all the fishing videos and the bike riding videos, the zip line videos, all that stuff. Lots more of that to come.
Night, Roy and Maria.
Roy and Maria are leaving as well. All right, guys. It has been a blast. We got a few more videos going to be coming out this week. I don't know how much more I can do, really. Oh yeah. On Thursday is Halloween, and some of my longtime subscribers might know that every year on Halloween there's a Chinese restaurant in Lake City, Florida called the Fu King, F-U, then the word King, K-I-N-G, Fu King Chinese restaurant. First year I was on the vlog, I went there on Halloween day, not on purpose. I just was like, I want to go try their food and see how Fu King the food is. And it turned out that it was on Halloween day, and I said, well, from now on, as long as I'm doing this fair, we'll make it a tradition and go get Fu King Chinese food on every Halloween day. So I did it again the following year. I got chicken la mein. Last year I got a big quart of wonton soup. This year, Danielle has that day off, so we're actually going to go into the restaurant and do a sit-down video inside of the Fu King Chinese restaurant for Halloween day. So that's something else you guys have to look forward to. We'll see just how entertaining we can make it. Might even buy a t-shirt. A Fu King t-shirt.
That's right.
And so we have that to look forward to. We've got the bike riding video to look forward to. Of course, we've got the Peanut Festival coming up. Dothan, Alabama Peanut Festival. I know some of you guys might know where that is and come out to see me. If anybody around here is around the Lake City area, Jacksonville, Lake City, Live Oak, Tallahassee, come on down here and see me. Get a drawing done. I'd be happy to meet any one of you guys. Give y'all a hug, shake your hand, whatever you want. Draw your picture, have a good time. Yep. And there's plenty of other stuff for you to do once you get here. Lots of rides, funnel cakes to eat, terrible pizza, terrible pizza, bench pizza.
Birds.
So there's all that.
Birds.
Oh yeah, there's the birds and the camel ride.
Camel.
Let's not forget the camel ride.
Whole petting zoo.
Yeah, big old petting zoo.
They
That's
have,
another
like,
video I can make.
A zillion buildings.
I'm probably going to add that to one of the videos, going into the bird enclosure and having the birds land on me. Gonna freak her out, of course.
Not watching it.
She'll probably be closing her eyes for that part of the vlog.
Not watching it.
But that's coming up as well. So, guys, let's get to that 1,000 mark. Let's do it. Only 35 less to go. If you got some friends, family, acquaintances, church buddies, anybody that you think might enjoy a travel vlog, let them know about this channel. Let's get there. Let's make it. Let's hit that 1,000 mark. I'm excited. I want to hit it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yes.
Didn't mean to steal your line, Don.
Woo! Let's go for it. All right, guys. That's going to be it for Toon Squad number 29. Thank you all so very much for your patronage, for continuing to watch my videos, for all the nice comments. for all the feedback, all the just being awesome people. Just thank you. Thank you all so very much.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button.
Yes. Hit the thumbs up button. Share around. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure and join the Facebook group as well. 123 people there. It's a good group of people. Join in. Lots of discussions going on there. So let's do it. Let's hit that. Karen, I'm going to get to meet you. It's going to happen.
That's right.
You won't be able to avoid me forever. We're gonna meet up. We're gonna have lunch. We're gonna get to catch up face to face. And
you're gonna catch up her in the face?
Yeah. We're gonna get to meet you at some point, Karen. It's gonna happen.
Yes, and once he does, he's gonna hold you down till I get there.
Still haven't been able to meet Troll as well, have you? All right, guys. Thank you all so very much. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Oh, we got one person that said they're going to see me in Dothan.
Sweet.
Peanut Festival. Remember, I'm only going to be there for the second half. I'm not going to be there for the first weekend. I don't want you to get there and look around for me and I'm not there. I don't want to disappoint you. We'll be there for the second half. Look forward to seeing you guys there. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.
Good night, y'all.